Hi, team. This is Francis Wilson, your resource manager. So, last June LTM, we dived into aspects of organizational leadership. And to kind of review, we went over building relationships, creating structure, but now we also have three more principles of organizational leadership that we'll introduce to you in this video. And that is creating a shared public narrative, strategizing your resources, and then taking action and getting commitment. So, to review a little bit, for building relationships, building intentional relationships is one of the foundations of purposeful collective actions. Without intentional relationships, we cannot build our structure, and thus we cannot get action done. By creating a structure, we have an effective team that has a shared purpose, a shared goal, and a set of ground rules. And they also have specific roles of leadership. Now we're going to delve into three more aspects to wrap up the 5 principles of organizational leadership. The third one is a shared public narrative, or a story of self. These stories of self are a way to share your own values, who you are, and why you lead with another group of individuals, to motivate them and to have them join you in this leadership and movement experience. Have you ever heard or witnessed a public narrative? If so, comment below. And then, was it effective? And if you haven't ever heard or witnessed a public narrative, I encourage you to YouTube Story of Self by Marshal, Ganz. The fourth aspect or principle of organizational leadership is working within a strategy. So, strategizing your resources. By strategizing your resources and having a plan for all of your resources, people, and action, you're able to take effective action. Without a strategy, no movement would ever reach its end goal. With strategy, you can expect and direct where energy is going, and thus what your end goal will be. Can you give me an example below of a moment when you worked on a team that had a bad strategy? And what was the situation and what was the outcome? The last of the 5 principles of organizational leadership is a commitment to action. So, taking action itself. So, commitment action is the final step to produce the outcome of this 5-principled organizational leadership structure. With our commitments, we're utilizing the relationships we already have, the connections that you've made through public narrative, and using a strategy to mold these relationships into a commitment. So, asking people very specifically, can you help me do this in order to get here? Without a commitment, we can't take relevant action. Commitment is one of the last and one of the key aspects of reaching your end goal. Without a commitment, we can't take good action. How might this idea of commitment to action play in a role in your own projects this semester? And how might it play a role in teamwork?